What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're going to be drawing M's from Brawl Stars. Let's get started by drawing a straight line going across our page from left to right. This is for the bottom edge of the head wrap. Now we're going to tuck the eyes in underneath this line. So on the left side we're going to step in, we're going to draw a half oval, coming down and then back up on the inside. Now we want to do the same thing over on the right. So let's line this up. Come down towards the same height as we have on the left, and then tuck that back up underneath that line. Now I'm going to push the pupils towards the inside. So on the left side, we're going to draw a straight line coming down. We're going to round out the bottom and then come straight up. Now let's fill that in black. And we want to do the same thing over on the right side. Let's draw the lower half of the head. So on the left side, we're going to draw a large half oval. Coming down, pull that in towards the chin, and then pull that up on the right side. Now there's 3 pointed lashes on the outside of each eye. So starting left, we're going to come down with an angled line, and then come back in. We do that 2 more times. And then we'll fill the lashes in black. Now we're going to do the exact same thing over on the right side. So let's line up the first lash, coming down and out. And then the last one along the bottom. And then again we're going to fill these in black. Now on the inside edge of the eye, we're going to draw a straight line going across from left to right. And we're just going to extend this out on the side of the head. Now we're going to draw the bottom edge of the wrap going across the face. So starting on the left, we're going to curve down and in, draw a small half circle, and we're going to continue curving down the middle and then back up on the right side. Let's tuck the mouth in underneath the wrap. Starting over on the left, we're going to draw a bracket. Curving around, go to the right, and do the same thing. Now I'll connect those 2 lines with a curve, coming down, and then up. Now let's add a zigzag pattern for the teeth. Starting at the very top in the center, we're going to angle down and out toward the left, and then the right. And go back to the bottom, we're going to go up and out towards the left and right. Now we're going to add in the bottom lip. Starting on the left side, we'll curve down, and up on the right, and we'll fill the lip in black. Now we're going to work our way up towards the top of the head. So we start over on the left side, we're going to curve up, and then we're just going to bring that up to right about there. We're going to overlap the hair on top of the head. So from this point, we're going to step out, we're going to come in, over that line, and then bend that down. I'm going to round out the bottom of the hair, blending it back up, and we'll curl this over towards the left side, going up and then out. Now we want to continue the curve of the head going around the hair and then back down on the right side. So we're going to start up here, curve out, and then down on top of the right side. Let's add the seams of the wrap across the top of the head. Starting on the left, we're going to curve up and then in behind the hair, go to the right side, curve across, and then down. Now over on the right, we're going to curve across towards the left, and then down on top of the eye. Let's draw on the side of the hair. Starting at the very top, we curve out, and then we're just going to bring that down. And I just want to curl this out towards a point. Going around and then up. Now we want to layer the hair along the side. So we're going to step back up here, curve out, and then down. And we're just going to bend this back out towards the left. Now let's take this point and let's tuck this in behind. We're going to come down and then in. We're going to come back to the bottom of the hair after we've drawn in the body. So let's go back up to the top. From this point I want to step down, curve across, and then down. I'm going to come down and then in on top of the head. We're going to do that one more time. From the tip, we're going to step down, curve across. I'm just going to taper this in towards the top of the head. Now we're going to add the earring and the ear over on the right side. So let's start with the skull earring first. So it's almost like a circle with an opening along the bottom. Going in towards the head, and then back around. Now we're going to connect these 2 points with a small half circle. Let's add in the eyes. We're going to draw 2 short lines on either side. Now from the bottom points, we're going to draw in the hoop. Come down with a straight line on the left and right. And we'll close off the bottom with a curve. Now let's tuck the ear in behind the earring. Starting on the side of the head at the very top here, curve up and then out. And we're going to come down and then in behind the earring. Now on top of the earring, on the inside, we're going to curve up and then out. Now let's move down and draw on the body. We're going to start with the collar first. So we're going to draw that same skull right in the center, going up towards the chin and back around. Now let's connect these bottom ends with a small curve. And we'll draw the eyes, 2 short lines on either side. Let's add the wings. Over on the left side, we're going to draw a short line going up and out. And the same thing on the right. It's going to curve around the sides. And we're going to go up and then down in behind the skull. Now we're going to draw that strap that goes across the body. So over on the left side, underneath the chin, we curve down around the collar, and then pull this out towards the right. Let's draw in the pouch. From this point, we're going to step up, curve in, and then back out. Now from the top and bottom, we draw a short line going out. Now we're going to connect the top and bottom again with that same curve. Then we're going to go back to the top and curve in the opposite direction, going out and then back in. Let's add 2 lines on the inside, one on the top and one on the bottom. And then on this outside area, we're going to split this in half. Let's draw in the rest of the strap. We're going to go back up to the top. We're going to draw a short line going across. Now we're going to follow that same curve, coming down and then in behind the bag. Let's draw the side of the body in behind the strap. So we're going to start over on the right side, just underneath the chin. We're going to curve out and then down. Now we want to do the same thing over on the left side, but we're going to tuck this in underneath that strap. So we're going to go over to right about here. We're going to go up and just pull that in. And we're going to connect the bottoms of the shirt with a curve going in behind the strap. So we're going to go down and then continue up on the right side. Now we're going to move up and draw a curve going across and then down for the chest. Now from the top of the wings, I'm going to curve out and up for the edge of the collar. Now let's draw on the side of the body. From the bottom corner of the shirt, we're going to step in, draw a short line coming down. We'll do the same thing on the right side, in behind the strap. Now we're going to draw a curve starting on the left side, coming down and then up underneath the strap. Let's add the bottom edge of the shirt. Starting about halfway down this line, draw a short line coming in, draw a half circle, and then we'll continue across in behind the strap. Now we're going to bump up the top of the hip coming down towards the bottom of the skirt. So starting out here, we're going to go up in an angle, round this out, and then come down. And then from here we're just going to curve down, and we'll pull that up underneath the bag. Now let's add in the legs. Leaving a gap in the center, we go to the left side, we draw a straight line coming all the way down towards the heel. Go back to the top, over towards the right, we're going to curve down and then out towards the right to the same height. Now let's round out the bottom of the feet. Starting from the heel, curve down and then up, and do the same thing on the right side. Let's draw on the top of the foot. Starting from the toe, we're going to draw a half circle, going up and then down towards the bottom of the foot. Now let's add the tongue of the shoe. Over on the outside, we're going to draw a half circle, going around and back in. Do the same thing on the right side. Now from the inside of that half circle, we're going to curve up and in toward the inside of the leg. Now we're going to move back up and draw on the outside of the leg. Starting from the corner of the skirt, we're going to step in, and curve down, and then pull that in on top of the shoe tongue. Do the same thing on the right side. And then we're gonna add some wraps across the leg. Starting from the outside on the left, curve down and then up. We step down in behind the tongue. We're just gonna draw that same curve going across. Let's do the same thing on the right. And then we're gonna move up and draw another curve from left to right. All right, let's move back up and draw on the arms. We're gonna start with the arm on the left. So from the bottom of the shirt, we're gonna step up, curve out, and down towards the wrist. Now let's draw on the thumb. From the wrist, we're gonna draw a small half circle, curving in and then out. And then at the end of the thumb, we'll draw a bracket. Let's add 3 fingers. Starting from the bottom of the thumb, we're gonna come down and then up around that bracket. Now we're gonna step down, add a second finger, curving down and up. Now the third finger is gonna start out here, and round this out, come up, and we'll pull that in near the top of the strap. Let's add in a wristband. Starting from the inside of the wrist, we're gonna curve up and then down, step up and draw the top edge of the wristband. Let's add some wraps across the arm. Starting from the inside, we're gonna curve up and then out, step up, draw that same curve going across. And from the inside, I'm just gonna taper this up, going up and then out. All right, now that we have this arm in place, we could tuck the hair in behind. So we're gonna start back out here, curve down, and then in behind the arm. Now the arm on the right is gonna be bent up, holding a spray can. So we're gonna start from the shoulder, we're gonna curve out, and then down. And then from here, we're gonna step down, curve up, and out. I'm just gonna bend this down towards the fingers. Let's add in 3 fingers. From here, we can go straight up, round out the first finger, and then come down. We'll add 2 more. Starting at the top, we'll curve up, and then down. And then the third finger, we go up, down. I'm gonna come down underneath the hand, and then pull that up towards the wrist. Now let's draw on the lower edge of the arm. Starting from the bottom of the hand, I'm going to curve down and in. I'm going to round out the arm and then pull that up in behind the body. Now let's draw on the outside of the wristband. I'm going to step out and curve down and then out towards the outside of the arm. Now let's move back up and draw the edge of the sleeve. From the outside of the arm, I'm going to curve in and then down. Now we're going to add a wrap. Curve up and out. Step down, draw that same curve going across. And then from the top, we're going to taper this down towards the elbow. Now let's finish this off with a spray can. On top of the palm, I'm going to draw a straight line going up. We're going to go across just on the outside of the fingers. Come down with a straight line. And we'll pull that back in behind the hand. Let's add 2 lines on either side. One on the left, and then one on the right. And then let's add the nozzle. We draw 1 line coming across from the top, and then the bottom, close off the end. Now in the center, we draw a small circle. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's ends from Brawl Stars. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.